Online. Okay. So I asked this because I wanted us or I want us to compare the education here in China to that of Ghana since you've had a fair share of both. Are there any similarities? Are there any differences?
Okay, there are just a few similarities, and then there is a very enormous difference. Yeah, based on my perspective, someone might
Mm,
see it differently, but based on my perspective, the only similarity is that there's a lecturer in the classroom, there are students in the classroom, and the lecturer is teaching, and the students are jotting down notes, and then they are actually absorbing or inculcating whatever the teacher is, pushing to them. That is the only
yeah.
similarity. But when
Mm,
it comes to the differences, I realize that I'm not gonna say Chinese educational system is not for us, but then it felt different because in back in Ghana, we were taking classes very seriously. It's not like in China we were not taking it seriously, but then what I say the English is I will just everything boils down to language barrier, right? Because
yeah.
the languages, the way the teachers were speaking the English language, it was not really sinking in well for us because
Mm, mm.
it was kind of like difficult for some of us to actually hear what they are saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a challenge actually. It was a challenge, but then we were able to sail through it. We were able to sail through it. Unlike Ghana, everything that we do is everything that is our country, so everything is gonna go like the way we want it to go. But
Yeah.
here, you don't have a choice. You just have to make sure that you adhere to whatever principles or protocols that they give you. And the thing is that I'm not sure about those that did bachelor's degree in China. I don't know how they did it because I didn't do bachelor's in China. I did my master's degree, and I realized that most of the work you just have to do it yourself because sometimes you even send a lecturer a message and then you don't get a response.
Yeah.
And sometimes getting data for your work is actually very difficult. I'm not saying that the lecturers are not doing their work well, but as I said, sometimes language barrier, how to even communicate with your lecturer is very
Mm,
difficult because sometimes they
mm.
don't understand us. And then sometimes when they speak, we don't get them. We don't get to. And then, we are talking about research here. You need to
Mm,
understand what you are doing before you can bring out a good research paper or good research work.
yeah.
So it's quite difficult. But then, as I said, if you stay focused, organize, and prioritize your tasks, you do the right things, I think you'll be able to, pass through it. Yeah.